Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Tom.
Hey, it's our TOEIC unit, and as you know, day one, we spent talking about a charity fundraiser with Jennifer and Dale. Sounds like they work for a charity, and they came up with an idea to have a fundraiser for a children's hospital that is just opened nearby. And they were going to ask a restaurant to cooperate with them and provide the food, raise prices about 20%, and then either have people go to the restaurant and order yummy breakfasts for their moms, or they could order something and have it delivered. Dale offered to deliver the food on his new scooter, which I'm sure he was excited to try out.
Well, technically, I don't think he volunteered. I think it was Jennifer who suggested.
Well, we say Jennifer volunteered him.
Right. That's actually incorrect usage, but
exactly.
We do say it that way.
We're making fun, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't actually say, oh, I'll do it. She just said that he would make the perfect candidate for the job, and he agreed to that suggestion.
Don't volunteer people for other things, guys.
Right, unless you know they're going to take it and they won't hold it against you and get revenge on you later. But in any case, today we're going to look at some kind of advertisement that you might read online, or it might be printed in a flyer to help promote this particular activity that they discussed. So remember, they came up with this idea. Now they've got to let other people know about this idea so that they will go to Ellie's restaurant and buy those meals to raise money for charity. So this is some kind of brochure or flyer or something people might read online.
Let's go ahead and read through this, guys, and then we'll be back to talk about it.
Come to Ellie's restaurant and take advantage of our special Mother's Day promotion. In addition to a delightful meal, prepared with fresh ingredients, we'll provide attentive service so your mom will cherish the memory forever. Alternatively, we can deliver a magnificent meal to your doorstep. Then, when she awakens, you can surprise her with breakfast in bed. Date, Sunday, May 8th, 2022. Our special Mother's Day breakfast will be served at Ellie's restaurant from 7:30 a.m. until 11:45 a.m. You can pre-order a delivery anytime from now until 12 p.m. on May 7th. Contact: simply fill in our online order form or call us at 0999-333-456 to place your order or make a reservation. Menu: 350 NT dollars, Mamma Mia Protein Paradise, scrambled or fried eggs with Italian sausage. 280 NT dollars, Yogurt Queen Supreme, a healthy bowl of yogurt topped with fresh fruits containing lots of nutrients. 250 NT dollars, Princess French Toast, fluffy French toast smothered in butter and maple syrup. 120 NT dollars, Ellie's Special Coffee, imported from Brazil, a great way to start your day with a boost of energy. 80 NT dollars, Ellie's Extraordinary Tea, your choice of passion fruit green tea or black tea with honey. Taiwan Women's Health Association has worked out a special deal with Ellie's to pledge all proceeds from this fundraiser to the Sun Valley Children's Hospital. The funds will be used for advanced research studies, medical equipment, and specialized training programs, as well as creating outpatient programs.
Okay, guys, let's dive in. Breakfast at Ellie's restaurant on Mother's Day. So the last time we listened to these two people talk, Jennifer and Dale, they had talked about picking a restaurant, and it looks like they've picked a place called Ellie's Restaurant, and they're going to cooperate with Ellie's to have their fundraiser. So this is some sort of a flyer, brochure, some sort of marketing material that they've come up with. So it says here, come to Ellie's Restaurant and take advantage of our special Mother's Day promotion. So they're having I guess they're having a promotion. So it's a fundraiser. I probably would have put in there fundraiser in that first sentence myself, because a promotion just means, well, they're trying to get more publicity for the particular restaurant. I would actually say what it was for right there in the first sentence, but that's me. A promotion is just some sort of activity that's encouraging people to do something. You want to promote good health. If you're a government, you want people to eat better and exercise. You could promote a new product if you're a company by placing advertisements on TV or in magazines or newspapers or online. Those are very popular advertisements these days. Here, they've got some sort of brochure or flyer, as Tom said. Maybe it's that single sheet of paper that people will stand on the street and hand out to people walking by. It could be one of those too.
And here's the next sentence. In addition to a delightful meal prepared with fresh ingredients, we'll provide attentive service so your mom will cherish the memory forever. So in addition to this, you also get this other thing. So in addition to enjoying a delightful meal, you'll not only have the opportunity to enjoy a really tasty, special meal, and that tasty, special meal will be prepared with fresh ingredients, no ingredients from cans or things like that. In addition to that, we'll also provide attentive service so your mom will cherish the memory forever. Now notice the word also is optional here. In addition to enjoying a delightful meal, we'll provide attentive service. You could also say, in addition to enjoying a delightful meal, we'll also provide attentive service. 两个都可以。
Attentive just means someone's paying extra special attention to you. They're trying to make sure you are happy, your needs are being satisfied. If you have an attentive boyfriend or girlfriend, good for you. They're probably really wonderful to you. They're going to provide attentive service to the moms that show up so that they'll have a good feeling about that particular meal on Mother's Day, and they can cherish the memory forever. If you cherish something, you always hold it close to your heart. It's something that you love. You can cherish a friend. You can cherish a toy that you grew up loving as a child. Cherish just means to protect, care for, love with your heart, hold something dear. So hopefully, if they go to Ellie's restaurant, they'll walk away or come away with a really great feeling. Alternatively, we can deliver a magnificent meal to your doorstep. So here's another option. Alternatively, of course, is the adverb form of the adjective alternative or noun. Alternative can actually be a noun too. Alternative is just offering you some sort of choice. So alternatively is in a way that you can make a different choice. Besides going to Ellie's, you can also have your food delivered to your home. And here, it's a magnificent meal. So I could say, if it's sunny tomorrow, I'm going to ride up and visit a friend. Alternatively, if it's raining, I think I'll take the bus. So you can have different plans, different choices based on the situation that you find in your life. You can take an alternative route, maybe a different road or different path to a place where you go, maybe, and that's sometimes faster based on a traffic jam. So there are lots of things you can do alternatively or maybe making a different choice or selection.
So alternatively, they can deliver a magnificent meal to your doorstep, the entrance of your apartment or your house or wherever. Then when she awakens, when your mother wakes up, you can surprise her with breakfast in bed. Here you go, Mom. Here's a special meal for you. You can eat it in bed. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, that's so nice of you. I don't have to get up and cook. So indeed, that's something you can do for your mother on Mother's Day. It is a tradition for mothers to enjoy breakfast in bed on Mother's Day or on their birthdays or whatever. That might seem like a strange concept to the good people of Taiwan. I've never heard anybody say, oh, we're going to serve our mother breakfast in bed, but this is quite common, at least in the United States.
Oh, yeah. For my mom's birthday and for Mother's Day, we would always, the kids and Dad, usually just the kids, my dad doesn't cook much, the kids would make pancakes or eggs and bacon, hash browns for Mom, and then we'd put it on a tray with a flower and our cards that we had designed ourselves, and then served Mom breakfast in bed. Moms work so hard, so it was kind of fun to treat Mom on her special day, whether it was her birthday or Mother's Day. So this is something you could try. So the date, of course, Mother's Day is May 8th, 2022. We passed it already. We hope you did something great for Mom. This is their special Mother's Day breakfast. So you can pre-order a delivery anytime from now until 12 p.m. and then get it delivered. And you have to order the day before. Did you notice that? Yeah, that's a pretty important point right there. I might put that in bold if I was making a flyer advertising this particular fundraiser.
Right, but that's not unusual because, if you want this special service, you should do it ahead of time and not on the day itself because, they won't be able to accommodate you.
来不及.
Yeah, 来不及, it's too late. And you can pre-order a delivery again before 12 p.m. on May 7th. Okay, so if you want to pre-order your delivery or get some more information, here's how you contact the people putting on this activity. You simply fill in our online order form or call us at this phone number to place your order or make a reservation. So you can make a reservation at the restaurant for a table for 4 or something like that to make sure you can have a place to sit down and eat so that you don't have to wait in line for a long time. Or you could order this meal to be delivered to your doorstep.
Now, you make a reservation or you reserve a table. Here we're using the noun form of the verb to reserve. You could also use book. Yeah, I want to book a table. I want to book a room at your hotel. I want to book a seat on a plane, book a ticket, book an airline ticket, reserve an airline ticket. Here it just means to make some sort of arrangement so someone will hold something for you to use later. It could be a room, a ticket, a table at a restaurant, reserve or book. Notice you can't make a booking. Usually you don't hear people say that ever. Make a booking, you would say book a room. But we do use reservation if we want a noun. But for verbs, reserve or book are both good. You need to contact them in advance, as we said, and to make a reservation. Now, let's look at the menu.
Right, we've got some choices here, indeed, and they all have special names.
Of course.
The first one is the most expensive one. It's going to cost you 350 NT dollars. A small price to pay to make your mother happy on Mother's Day. And the name of this particular dish is Mamma Mia, Protein Paradise. So, of course, if you like to eat protein and not a lot of carbohydrates, this might be a special meal for your mother. It's going to have scrambled or fried eggs with Italian sausage. So these are two different ways to cook eggs. There are various ways. My mother used to cook poached eggs, which is a special way of cooking eggs in a small little round cup or something like that, and water's boiled underneath it.
You can also just put it in a pot of boiling water. You crack the egg and put that in, but you have to be pretty good to do that.
Yeah,
Chefs
my
usually
grandmother
do that.
could do that, but my mother could not. We had to have the special poacher.
Yeah.
But scrambled is basically you just mix all the eggs and then you just fry them up in the pan and mix them around. Fried eggs, you'll still see the little yellow part there.
Yolk.
You'll see the yolk there. You can have it sunny side up or it can be hard, but it's still a fried egg. And then you'll get Italian sausage, which is a kind of spicy pork that is made the Italian way.
And this is our next item on the menu, a yogurt queen supreme. They just made up these names. So it's a healthy bowl of yogurt topped with fresh fruits containing lots of nutrients. That sounds very healthy. Yogurt is a really great breakfast food, especially if you use Greek yogurt, which doesn't have sugar in it. That's better for you than the yummy kinds of yogurts that are kind of sweet, I've noticed here in Taiwan. So nutrients are any sort of substance or ingredient that makes you healthy. It promotes growth and good health, provides energy. We use vitamins and minerals in our food and also in just, maybe supplements that you take every day. I tend to make sure I get my vitamin D3, which improves your immune system every day. A lot of people take vitamin C, B complex, those things. Those are nutrients that make you healthy.
Yep, vitamins and minerals, as you said. And, of course, fruits and vegetables contain lots of nutrients, etc. Maybe not so much in terms of protein. So, again, it kind of depends on what your mother wants. Here's the next meal. Princess French toast.
Yum.
Okay, French toast, of course, is, I guess, the American way. I'm not sure the French actually eat this sort of thing. But you basically dip a piece of bread in a mixture of egg and milk, and then you fry it in the pan, basically. It's very simple. In this particular case, it's fluffy French toast, and it will be smothered in butter and maple syrup. So this may not be as healthy as the previous two options. French toast is going to have a lot of carbohydrates and probably a lot of sugar. And in this particular case, you're going to have not just a little butter, but a lot of butter. It's going to be smothered in butter. If something's smothered, it completely covers that thing. If you get smothered by accident, you might suffocate and die, so watch out for that. But in this particular case, it's going to have lots of butter all over the French toast. It's also going to have maple syrup. I do hope it's the real thing from Canada and not made from high fructose corn syrup.
Which it probably is. So the next is Ellie's Special Coffee. It's imported from Brazil, a country down in South America. If you import something, you're buying a product or a service from a different country, and then it's brought into your own country. It says here it's a great way to start your day with a boost of energy, which usually comes from caffeine, which is in coffee. And then we've got another selection of a beverage, Ellie's Extraordinary Tea. You've got your choice of passion fruit green tea. That sounds good. Or black tea with some honey. Taiwan Women's Health Association has worked out a special deal with Ellie's to pledge all proceeds from this fundraiser to the Sun Valley Children's Hospital. There's the name of the children's hospital if you were curious before. That's the official name. If you work something out, it just means you negotiate with another company or somebody else. It doesn't have to be a company, or it could be a friend. You work out when you're going to get together and plan something, or you work out when you're going to meet tonight for the movie. You just kind of figure something out, work something out. They worked out a special deal, so they were probably negotiating back and forth. Oh, if you do this, I'm willing to do this, and they managed to work something out.
Yep, they managed to arrange something. So, of course, they've got this special deal with Ellie's. Taiwan's Women's Health Association has worked together with Ellie's, and they're going to pledge all the proceeds from the fundraiser to this children's hospital. So here we've got the verb to pledge, which means you promise to give money to a certain organization. I remember when I was in junior high, I believe they had the walkathon, where you have people pledge money for every mile that you walk. I think they made people walk like 20 miles or something like that. And you would find sponsors who would pledge money. And then when you completed the 20 miles, you would collect the money from those people and then donate that money to charity.
Yeah, you might have a friend who is willing to pledge 30 NT a mile. And then at the end, if you manage to do 20 miles, they'd have to pay up. So, yeah, they pledge all proceeds. So you have to pledge something, guys. You can't just say, oh, I pledge. It's similar to promise, right? But with promise, you could say, I promise. But with pledge, you can't. You have to pledge to do something or pledge something. Here, they're pledging all proceeds, all the money they made at the fundraiser to that little children's hospital. Now, the funds will be used for advanced research studies, medical equipment, and specialized training programs, as well as creating outpatient programs. Outpatient just means patients who aren't actually staying in the hospital. They just go to the hospital for certain treatments and then can go home. Specialized just means it's designed or trained or fitted for one particular purpose, or maybe you have an occupation where you have specialized training. Here, of course, it's specialized training programs that will help the kids.
Exactly. And of course, they'll also create outpatient programs so the kids don't actually have to stay in the hospital. They can come in for treatment and go home later that day. Okay, that brings us to the end of our discussion for today. Before we move on to some discussion questions, we'd like to hear from our Chinese teacher first.
听众朋友大家好，我是安娜。我们今天要来看看到底这个母亲节做公益的文宣长什么样子哦。原来 Dale 跟 Jennifer 啊，他们已经跟一个餐厅说好了，要一起来卖母亲节的早餐，然后将收益呢做公益。那么这个餐厅是 Alice Restaurant， 所以 Alice Restaurant 到底是这个文宣长什么样子呢？我们看到在date 日期这些细节之前，这段第一句的地方就看到最后一个字 promotion， 它就是一个促销的活动。为什么呢？因为在这样子的一个促销活动之外呢，其实你可以享受到非常周到的服务，然后呢，这些餐点都是新鲜的食材所准备的。那我们同样在这个第一段的第二句，我们特别注意一下哦，逗点之后的 prepared 其实是一个简化过后的关系子句。逗点之后的 prepared 之前本来有 which is， 那么这个 which 其实就是先行词 a delightful meal， 就是一个很棒的一餐 which is prepared with fresh ingredients。 那这个补充说明的关系子句它是做了简化。如果which删掉的话 be 动词就会变成 being， 可是句子简化的时候 being 没有意义，所以它也会直接被删除。好，所以呢，如果你可以这个订购这个我们母亲节的早餐呢，我们甚至还可以外送到家门前哦。那么母亲醒来的时候就可以在床上吃一顿早餐。好，接着我们来赶快看一下细节的部分。当然一定会把日期 date 说清楚。那到底要怎么样来联系呢？我们特别注意一下这个粗标的地方有一个 contact， contact 就是所谓的联系的意思。联系的话，当然我们线上就是很多常都是会用网络去预约啦，你可以直接填线上的表格，或者是直接打电话。我们来看一下填表格的填这个片语 fill in， 这里的 in 呢其实可以换成 out out，或者是 up up， filling fill out fill up 都有填表格的填。而表格呢就是 form 这个字 form， 除了形式或者是成型之外还有表格之意。不过在 contact 这一句啊，其实我们可以把最后面的 make a reservation 特别把它画起来，因为预定啊它有一个动词其实叫做 reserve reserve的意思就是你把一个餐桌或者是把一个房间留着哦，我待会来用，所以就是预定。那它的名词 reservation 很常用，而且搭配词呢，搭配这个动词的 make 是更常接受的，所以 make a reservation， reserve a table， reserve a room 都可以用。好，接着就要来看菜单咯。其实菜单呢就是5项，前3项呢都是算是主餐类的，不管是蛋白质天堂 Protein Paradise， 或者是优格啦，还是法式吐司啦。那么4跟5呢则是饮料。我们来看一下第1项的 Mamma Mia Protein Paradise。这其实在西方当中啊，怎么样吃这个蛋啊，尤其是早餐呢，怎么样吃这个蛋其实很重要。所以你的蛋是要用水煮的还是 fried， 是要煎的，是煎2面还是煎1面呢？一面叫做 sunny side up， 还是你的蛋要整个打碎呢，变成碎蛋呢，碎炒蛋呢？碎炒蛋就出现在这边的餐点当中。这 menu 特别提到 scrambled or fried eggs， 炒蛋啦，或者是煎蛋都可以。那么第2项的这个优格皇后啊，我们可以看一下它的描述。在这里的描述有一个关系子句的简化哦，先行词就是在第2项的菜单里面 a healthy bowl of yogurt， 后面的 topped 一直到句尾可以左右括号，其实它省略的是 which 或者是 that 跟 be 动词的 is。好，所以上面摆着营养丰富的新鲜水果，这样子的 yogurt 皇后。那么第3样就是法式吐司，不过法式吐司呢，上面呢有涂满奶油跟枫糖浆。这个涂满的涂这个动词，我们可以看一下，叫做 smother。不过因为我们在整个菜单当中主要都是会用名词的方式来出现，什么样的餐点，什么样的内容，大概是什么样的主角，所以我们看到的 smother 的只是被涂抹着奶油还有枫糖浆。 好，接下来的第4项呢，就看到咖啡咯。我们特别可以看一下咖啡最后面 a boost of energy， 这个 boost 其实就有突然大量的意思，所以 a boost of energy 就是增强你的能量的意思。好，最后面也有人喜欢喝茶，所以茶前面有一个形容词我们可以学一下，叫做 extraordinary。 extraordinary 其实它就是 ordinary， 一般平凡，再加上前面 extra， 所以超越平凡那就是非凡，就是很厉害的意思。极品茶 extraordinary tea。 那么当然文宣的最后面呢，就是告诉大家台湾妇女健康协会跟 Alice Restaurant 就有一些特别的协议，保证 pledge promise 会把所有的款项都会捐赠于太阳谷儿童医院，而且会用于一些相关的计划。其实啊，这是在母亲节啊，或许大家在班级当中，或者是跟朋友之间，也可以来设计一个活动，做做公益也不错哦。以上是我们今天的内容，我是安娜，我们下次见。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, here are discussion questions. Let me take the first one, Tom. Would you prefer to take your mother to a restaurant or order her breakfast in bed? When you were growing up, what did your family do in particular for your mom?
Well, we're from a very small town, and they didn't really have a lot of fancy restaurants there. So we probably had to cook her breakfast in bed. We could go down to the local supermarket and buy flour and butter and stuff like that and make pancakes or something for her. So that's what we probably did. Although I think my mother preferred to eat at the table as opposed to eat in bed because you might spill the orange juice or something like that and stain the mattress or something like that. So I'm sure she still was very appreciative of our efforts to make her breakfast in bed. But yeah, if they had a nice restaurant in my hometown, I suppose she would have enjoyed that too. How about you?
You made me laugh. We insisted that Mom stay in bed when we would make her breakfast for Mother's Day. I remember that. I'm sure it's easier to eat at the table, but it was part of the fun. And she would stay in bed for the kids because she knew we loved it. But yeah, it's probably easier to get up and eat at a table. But yeah, Mom would stay in bed. That was so fun. I still have good memories from those days for sure. So yeah, we would definitely stay at home and cook Mom breakfast in bed. Now, name 2 charities that you would consider donating money to.
Oh, they've changed so much over the years, but I think there's one charity that helps deal with birth defects in children. I think that's the March of Dimes. I don't know if they're still around anymore. I remember hearing them asking for money when I was a kid on TV commercials. Support the March of Dimes! And people would come by and collect money. There was also, what was it, trick or treat for UNICEF or something like that. During Halloween, they would come by and with these little orange cans or something, and you're supposed to give them some change for UNICEF, which is a United Nations organization.
Yeah, I'm all for helping kids. There's a Smile Train charity that helps kids that are born with birth defects, especially a cleft palate. You have to look that up to see what it looks like, but it changes their lives. And also Doctors Without Borders. It's actually, it was originally a French charity, so their name was in French, but it's doctors who donate their time and they fly to countries that don't have a lot of medical resources, and they provide surgeries and operations for families that can't afford it. So there are lots of good charities out there. Make sure you choose one, though, that doesn't keep the money for themselves. There are plenty of charities out there that don't give very much away. So make sure you do your research and choose only good charities. I think we're out of time, Tom. We got to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us. That was our TOEIC unit. Study hard. We hope you do well on your next TOEIC test. For English Digest, I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Tom. Goodbye.
Bye.